calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I couldn't take it. No, no. There are people that I guess don't ever learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. So never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Today, it's the start of a brand new series called the Weekly Show. Weekly Show presented by, obviously, AGL. Thank you for presenting this. Basically, this show is we're just going to talk AGL football. We're heading into the preseason. Week 1 is literally around the corner. We'll be streaming that too. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about the scheduling, how our predictions, and all that beautiful stuff. If you haven't already, make sure you join AGL if you're new here. If you're an AGL member who's tuning in, go and give the stream a like and possible subscribe. Alrighty. So basically, we're gonna talk scheduling and see how that rolls out and how it's gonna be dealt with. So our first week 1 of preseason, there's some big games heading on. We have the Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That is gonna be a good game. My predictions on that could be possibility like I think it's gonna be a really easy game. We also have a guest speaker here in part 2. I say the Chiefs are going to win by 7. By 7 points between the Bengals. They're going to be up by 7 by the end of fourth quarter. That's my prediction. We have our second game of week 1, the Atlanta Falcons versus the Eagles. I say the Atlanta Falcons or the Eagles. So I think the Eagles will beat the Atlanta Falcons by 3 points ahead by fourth quarter. Now the Seattle Seahawks versus the Vikings, one of the biggest games. Hopefully our first streamed, or maybe not. What I say, the Vikings versus the Seahawks, I say the Seahawks are going to win probably by 10. I know, heavy hitting. They're going to be winning by 10, and that's my prediction on that. They're going to win by 10 here in week 1 of preseason. Weather, I know it's going to be mostly clear. We are unknown who's going to take home, so if the Seahawks take home, it's most likely going to rain. But who knows? Yeah, that's schedule. We're actually making this a short thing, but honestly, the Seahawks, they have a pretty decent team, but they're really small at the time being. While the Vikings have a big team, a lot of players they could put it as subs. That's going to be a really tight game, and I think they're just going to pull and take lead on. Vikings might take a lead. For the Bengals versus Chiefs game, Bengals, like the Vikings, have more players. They can pull and put in subs if they wanted to. But the Chiefs, they're a heavy hitting team, and I think they're going to take us by surprise. The Atlanta Falcons versus Eagles, I say Eagles would win. Just because they're a veteran team, while the Atlanta Falcons are a brand new team, and they're just going to wipe out the competition. So, we're going to move on to our longer portion, which is with our guest speaker, the Seattle Seahawks FL, Dimes. Yeah. Welcome to the stage, Dimes. Alright.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're just gonna be talking about the season, the Seahawks game plan, what you guys are gonna be thriving for this season, how far you guys want to get to, and the basic stuff. So, I want your input on week 1. Bengals versus Chiefs. Who you think is going to
I'm gonna be honest. I think the Bengals will win by a field goal in overtime.
The Bengals in overtime will win by a field goal. I said the Chiefs would win by 7 at the end of the fourth quarter. Because smaller teams can surprise bigger teams. Alright, the Atlanta Falcons versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you think is going to win that?
I gotta go with the Eagles because the fellow FO, shout out to Weta, he used to play for me. He's pretty good. So I think the Eagles will take an easy win on that one.
If you could agree, the Eagles are a veteran team too. So they've been here since day one. One of the founding AGL teams. Alright, now this is I don't want any bias, but the Vikings versus Seahawks, the game you're running. Honestly, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't even have to answer that, bro.
Because it
If I
is.
own the Seahawks, you already know what I'm gonna say.
Yes, I think it's gonna go to overtime.
Nah,
Because
we're
the
mercy. We're for
Vikings,
the mercy Seahawks. Now we're mercy Seahawks, bro.
the Vikings are a big team, and they have some heavy hitters. They've been playing a lot in the off season with some unofficial games. I say Vikings will bring it to overtime, but Seahawks are gonna win probably by 3, by a field goal or a touchdown. So I
Chance
don't
of
know.
that
The Vikings
happening.
can shock us. They shocked us before during the off season, during their unofficial games, and that's gonna be hopefully a fun game. Now some questions for you. What were you guys doing like game plan wise for your upcoming game, and also during the off season when you guys were at training camp? What is your guys' game plan for the upcoming game?
Well, I'm busy still finding decent players, of course. Um, so we don't really have any plans yet. I've been trying out many people. Most of them are just straightforward terrible. Um, so I don't know. See, like I cannot find any good players.
All right. Are you guys gonna probably practice before your game gets scheduled? Because we all know the deadline's
Of course,
Sunday.
of
Um.
course. Wait, the deadline's Sunday. Hold on, let me DM you, bro.
Another thing, are you guys gonna take a lot of timeouts during preseason to switch up players, or?
If we need time, yeah, I'm using it. So yeah, we are.
And honestly, are you guys gonna start getting some practice in before
Um,
your guys' game?
yes, we're always gonna practice before games. It gives us a way better advantage, in
All
my
right,
opinion.
I would like to ask, who's gonna be your starting lineup for the preseason?
Okay, so like I said, I have like 7 people waiting on for me to try out them. But the AE 1 2 3 4, aka Josh, my friend, he's pretty good. So he might be our starting QB. I'm gonna be honest.
All
I
right.
don't know about Jazz. Jazz is him. He's still trying to try out, but like
So you guys still have a
he's
big starting lineup as of now.
yeah. Jazz is him. Also used to play for me. So many people in AGL they actually used to play for me. Like Godspeed Law, he used to play for me.
All right.
Weta.
You understand that you
Yeah,
have
tell me.
until Sunday to get your game scheduled, and also, honestly, just I would say talk to the Vikings and get your game scheduled on Sunday. You get Sunday night
Since
football.
I might have to just throw out my own players that I haven't even tried out yet onto the field and see what happens. It's only preseason,
Yeah,
so it doesn't really matter about the record because it'll restart in just like 2 games. So I
but
don't
it's
really know.
also
I'll just have to
reputation
like
building during preseason. Reputation for players and for the team. So that's a big thing. And chat, I want
but
you
just
to
like
put in the comments put in the live comments who you think is gonna win these week 1 games. Seahawks versus Vikings, the Atlanta Falcons versus Eagles, and Bengals versus Chiefs. Who you think out of those 3 games? Which teams are gonna win for their games? But yeah, honestly, thank you for coming on talking. The weekly show is meant to be pretty shorter than our other shows, but thanks again for coming on. That's really awesome of you for coming on. I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what people could expect on the upcoming season live. So, yeah. Honestly, thank you.
Cross all the walls so much to I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
And we're going to take a little break. Make sure you check out AGL. Yeah.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
And what is going on, guys? I'm back from my break. We're going to be talking about more of the regular season and what the playoff card is going to look like. And then we're going to thank our partners on AGL's side. We're going to thank our partners and AGL on loan for supporting the show and broadcast department. So, in the regular season, there's going to be 10 weeks. 5 of those weeks are going to be mainly focused for playoffs. The most top seed. It's 10 weeks. Those games are really important, especially if you get the lead in the AGL division. Only 5 teams in our league. We have 6 active teams. 5 teams in our league will be going on to playoffs, which the playoff card it goes, since we're going to have 2 teams so the number 1 seed team basically is going to be instantly in the Super Bowl due to we only have 6 teams. There's going to be 1 round of playoffs, 2 rounds of playoffs actually. They'll play semifinals, and then whoever's the number 1 seed will meet whoever wins those 2 rounds, or the rounds of playoffs. That's what our playoffs card is gonna look like. We're honestly, thank you for joining the weekly show hosted by your greatest soccer plays. Yeah, we're gonna thank our partners and AGL on AGL's behalf and AGL in general. We're thanking AGL, and on an AGL side, we're thanking Gamepost Studios, a brand new development company looking for staff and developers. I own that company, so I'll link that. And then we're gonna link all of our other partners' Discords and thank them. Again, thank you Gamepost Studios for supporting AGL and supporting us over here on the broadcast. That is Gamepost Studios, first link. This next link I'm sending is another league that is also supporting our league. It's UFL. And they're also brand new. Go and check out UFL. And then we have the NFFL. They are also new. They're on their inviting stage. They're on the road to 300 members. Go and check out the NFFL. I'm linking their Discord. And thank you to FFUL for supporting us too. They're also a team that's been around here for a while. And thank you again. Thank you all of them for helping, for being here, supporting us. Thank you for being partners. And this was the weekly show. Be on the watch for any announcements I make here on the channel on either normal videos I post here or AGL stuff. We're gonna post when we have our games. I'm gonna post really active on my community page, so go and check that out. So yeah, that is it, and thank you.
Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day.